Hello, everyone, and yes, the Hookster is live. Well, sort of live. Semi. Oh, I've got to sort me clothes out here. God, yeah, look like a tramp underneath the flyover. Here we go. There you go. There you go. So yes, the Hookster is sort of live. Yes, sort of live. I don't know if he is or not, but anyway, it's time for the star of the show. Here he is, everyone. Everyone's favorite bear. It's the TB Bear. Yes, look at him, and he's so excited this week. So excited because he's a little bit of a YouTube sensation this week. Yes, a little bit of a YouTube sensation. If anyone saw the video that I uploaded on Monday, it was a very, very quick YouTube short, wasn't it? A bit like you, really, wasn't it? YouTube short. Because he's only little. Look, he's only a foot high. Look, he's only a foot high. Little shit. Yeah. My little YouTube short with TB the Bear, who pretended he wanted to be Lewis Hamilton. Yes, Lewis Hamilton he did. Yes, little bastard. Little bastard. Yes. And oh my God, I think we're on about 970 views or something for that. I don't know what happened there. It must have tickled the fancy of a lot of the 12-year-olds, I think. Yes, because I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But yes, about 970 views I got for that video. 13 seconds long. Fantastic. Fantastic. And he's a little bit of an egotistical little shit now, aren't you? Because he's saying, I'm the real star. I'm the real star because I can get 970 views. How many views do you get for your career mode videos? Be quiet now, TB. Be quiet. Just settle down now. Settle down. It's fine. It's YouTube Shorts anyway. It doesn't count. No, because that's a different department of YouTube. So you always get lots of views on that. So don't get too above your station, young man. Okay? Yes. Who's the star of the show? Okay. Whatever. Hello, Mr. Oh my God. I'm getting messages like something chronic here. What's going on? Hello, Matthew D'Souza. Yes, it is the Hook and the Bear. Yes, the Hook and the Bear. Who would have thought at my age I'd be reduced to playing with a stuffed bear? He says he's not stuffed. Okay. Settle down now, lad. Settle down. YouTube sensational star that he is. I don't know. Unbelievable scenes. Yes. In fact, almost biblical scenes, isn't it, TB? Yes, almost biblical scenes. Hi, Arava. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. So many ads on these vids. FFS. Really? I didn't know that. I don't sort of sort out the ads anymore because YouTube's just like so boring about the ads these days. Oh, hello. I'm getting a message. I'm getting a message from the stars. Yes, it's God. He wants to talk to me again. Well, I am Jesus after all, so he will want to talk to me occasionally. Yeah, so I don't bother with the ads on YouTube because they're just so boring about these days, and it's really difficult now. I used to place the ads in myself, but it's just too complicated on YouTube now. It's just too complicated, so I just let it do it automatically. Unfortunately, yeah, that does seem to be the case that it seems to chuck a lot of ads in. I'll tell you what I hate about the ads because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I have to go through the ads as well. So I'm in the same boat. But what I hate about the ads is it comes up and it says your video will start in 10 seconds. That's the first ad. And then the second ad comes up and it says, click here in 5 seconds to watch your video. Well, that's wrong then, isn't it? It shouldn't say that after the first video. If it said your video will start in 10 seconds, that's not on YouTube. You need to sort that out. If the video is going to start in 10 seconds, it should start in 10 seconds. It shouldn't then start playing another video, which you've then got to skip through. That's not on. Sort it out. Anyway, hello everyone from Mr. Dave and Mr. TB. Yes, famous YouTube internet sensation that he is. Little bugger. And he's still naked because he just loves to be naked, don't you, my bear? He loves being naked, don't you? Yeah, he loves it. Absolutely loves it. Anyway, let's put you down for a minute because I think we've had enough stardom from you. Yes? Okay, you go over there, TB. So, what's happening this weekend, everyone? Ah, yes, it's the Russian Grand Prix at Sochi. And apparently, it's absolutely chucking down with rain. Apparently, absolutely chucking down. I don't know if you've seen the pictures in the garages of some of the teams, but it's literally like waist high with water at the moment. So, yeah, that's not going to be good. I also like the fact that I think was it John Todd? I think it was John Todd saying about that cars from 2026 have got to be able to sort of go in the rain. Well, I'm sorry, John, but you're a little bit of a twonk, mate, because all Formula One cars can go in the rain. Yes, all Formula One cars can go in the rain. The only thing that stops them is the tyres. And I do believe that a few years ago, the FIA actually stopped making, or the tyre manufacturer is quite possibly the real reason, stopped making the monsoon tyre, which was the extreme wet, which was designed for extremely wet conditions, which I think would have worked if they'd have been in Spa. But of course, as they stopped making the tyres, they couldn't go out on extreme wet. Now, tell me, would you rather have no race at all or something that was completely stupid, like going out for 3 laps behind the safety car and then calling it a day, which was just ridiculous just to get half points? Didn't see the point in that whatsoever. Shouldn't have bothered. But would you rather see that, or would you rather see them out on monsoon tyres in really difficult conditions, going at maybe half the speed that they usually go at, but at least doing a full race distance? I know which one I'd pick. I'd pick that one. Yes, I'd rather see them do a full race distance, even if it's at half speed, maybe have to stop a few times for bits under the safety car. Surely that's got to be better than what they've got now. But yes, all Formula One cars can go in the wet. So that was a stupid statement. I say it's all to do with the tyres, nothing else. And if they had those monsoon tyres, I'm pretty sure Spa would have gone ahead. But they were so underused, those monsoon tyres. If anyone remembers the computer game Formula 1 97, you had an option where you could actually select monsoon tyres. And I think in one of my career modes, I remember I accidentally selected monsoon tyres in one of the races. I remember that. I got a little bit confused. And yeah, you could select monsoon tyres, which was like the extreme wet. So imagine the wet tyre with all the grooves on it. Well, this is the extreme wet. So it's got even more grooves on it. And I'm sure that would have coped with Spa, even like the complicated sections like Eau Rouge going up the hill, even at a reduced pace. Surely that would have been better than doing stupid 3 laps and then saying, nah, that's it, calling it a day. No race at all. Yeah, it's safety first, but make the tyres better. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Bring back the monsoon tyres. Now, of course, we haven't needed tyres of that description for quite a few years, but obviously with climate change and the way the planet's going at the moment, this may be the norm in future. I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but the rain in the UK over the past few months has been ridiculous levels. It really has. I've never known so much rain during a summer. Yeah. It doesn't help when I've got a leaky roof as well, I'll tell you. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. It really is. So it may be the norm in future that they need to have an even more wet tyre than what they've got now. But if they did, it would be able to cope with the races, even if, as I say, it was at a reduced pace. Yes, a reduced pace. Okay, let's have a look at the scores and the doors now for the next Grand Prix for Sochi. Now, of course, we got half points awarded, so we've got to be a little bit careful here. Maxi Boy Verstappen is currently in the lead with 226.5. I know it's stupid. It's really stupid, but there you go. 220. I just hope that the championship doesn't go to a percentage at the end. Like it gets won by a 0.5%, because, oh my God, that's just going to be, I don't even know how they're going to work that out, to be honest. It's going to be stupid, but there you go. Lewis Hamilton's in second place with 221.5. Valtteri Bottas is in third with 141. Lando Norris in fourth with 132. And Sergio Perez is in fifth place with 118 points. And in sixth position, it's Charles Leclerc with 104. And the next one that's got half points is Carlos Sainz in 7th with 97.5. So the points are very, very close at the moment. Very, very close between, of course, Lulu. Poor little Lulu. Ah, poor Lulu. He hit his head. Hurt his head, he did. Hurt his head. Yes. When Max Verstappen's car tyre started running around on top of his head. I don't think that's exactly what happened, to be honest, but it is Lulu, so who knows? As Christian Horner said, whenever you hear Lewis's radio, it's like the world's falling apart. Oh, eBay. They're trying to sell me some cheap shit again on eBay. They've just sent me a notification. Oh my God. But yeah, that's exactly what Christian said. You know, it's like the world's falling apart. So we can't really say what was the actual real situation there with Lewis Hamilton. But of course, you know, because he has a lot of other things on the go when he's out there doing a gala event 4 days later, flying in a plane for quite a long flight. Anyone with neck problems, as Max Verstappen has just said today, would have quite a few more problems than what he said. So there you go. There's Lulu for you. There's Lulu. Matthew says, could you see one team winning the Drivers' Championship, one team winning the Constructors' Championship? I could. Yes, I could. Let's have a look at the Constructors. It's not on this page. Come on, official F1. Where's the Constructors? You see if it's somewhere else. Constructors points. Here we go. So at the moment, we've got Mercedes with 362.5 and Red Bull Honda with 344.5. So for that to happen, I don't think any others are going to be anywhere near it. Got McLaren's in third with 215, so I think McLaren are well out of it, unless, of course, for the rest of the season they start winning like they did in the last round. But I think that was just a bit of a one-off, so I don't think everyone should get too excited about McLaren now. I think they did very, very well indeed, but the conditions were sort of perfect for that race. And of course, with Lulu and Max crashing out, that sort of gave a lot of advantage to the McLaren drivers. But it was a great drive from both of them, but I don't think we should suddenly see them at the front of the grid and winning again in the foreseeable future. So Mercedes at 362 and Red Bull at 344. So yeah, it's very possible. But of course, the Constructors is all about the number 2 drivers. So Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez have got to pull up to the plate because it's their responsibility. You can forget about the main drivers. It's their responsibility to ensure the Constructors' Championship. And at the moment, they're both doing meh. They're doing all right, but they need to pull up a bit. And Sergio Perez is definitely a little bit down in that second driver ranking, I would say, at the moment. But he's had a lot of bad luck, so I wouldn't sort of blame it on Sergio. But yeah, he's had some real bad luck. But he needs to pull up to the plate now to get that Constructors and maybe wrestle it off McLaren. I think Mercedes. I think they've had the Constructors for quite a few years, haven't they, Mercedes? Because obviously with Lewis winning so many races and Valtteri being a good number 2, surely I think they've had the Constructors for quite a few years now, haven't they? So it'd be great for them to lose that as we go into 2022. It'll be really great indeed. Oh my God, my Facebook's going crazy right now. It's going crazy. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, we will continue. So yeah, it would be great for Red Bull to win that Constructors, but as I say, that basically falls in the hands of Sergio Perez. He's really got to do well, and hopefully they might be able to get it away from Mercedes. That would be great. If that happens, it makes all seasons more realistic. That's right, it does. Yeah. Life imitating arts, as they say, from the all seasons. As my Facebook chat is still going like crazy. I don't know what they're talking about, but never mind. They should be watching the Hookster live. That's what they should be doing, not bloody talking amongst themselves. Unbelievable scenes. What do you reckon, TB? Bring the bear back on. Bring the bear back on. Yes. Hello from the bear. Hello from the bear, he says. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Lovely, jubbly. So, Russia. I quite enjoy the Sochi circuit, of course. First introduced on the calendar in 2014. Yes, first race in 2014. And in fact, the first sort of hybrid era race as well with the new 1.6 litre turbocharged engines for 2014. And of course, it was built for the Olympic Games for Russia. And then, because you've got all the buildings in the background, you can see when you're going around on the racetrack, all the sort of Olympic event buildings that they had back in 2014. And they just left it, of course, as a racetrack. It was a great idea, and that has been done before, where they've sort of built these big Olympic parks and racetracks sort of all in one sort of area, and just left it, as a racetrack. That's great to see indeed. And so Sochi is it's quite a decent track. Of course, you've got to be very careful of turn one, because that is a complete cluster every single time, because it's just so wide, and you can get like 4 or 5 cars into turn one. But if you're very, very good, you can sneak through into the lead. Yes. Let's not go there. When do you predict to complete the All Seasons Championship? 2032 is what I've currently got written down on my piece of paper. Yeah, no, I'm joking. One thing that may stop the All Seasons is if next year's F1 game doesn't come out on the PlayStation 4. Because unfortunately, I haven't got the funds for a PlayStation 5. So that could stop the All Seasons in its track. So 2021 could be the end point for the All Seasons. Obviously, I'll carry on making them, but that could be the end point if there's no 2022 on PlayStation 5. If there is a 2022 on PS4, then I will carry on, of course. Yes, I will carry on. But I'm pretty sure after 2022, there's not going to be a version on PS4 for 2023. So that would definitely be the end point. So obviously, at some point in the future, I will run out of games. There won't be any more that I can make into the All Season. So it will stop there. Now we're on 2019 now, and we're in September of 2021. So we should have the 2019 season wrapped up possibly around Christmas time, possibly 2019. All seasons, if it goes to 3 seasons, should be wrapped up around Christmas time, if my calculations are right. So we should go into the new year, hopefully on 2020. So that'll be 2022. I know that's very confusing. It's very confusing for me as well, especially at the moment, because I'm doing a 2021 season and a 2019 season. I get so confused. I'm like, hey, wait. The other sort of problem is that I started these both at the same time. So I'm actually thankful for Codemasters, because they haven't got the right tracks and in the right order at the moment. Otherwise, I would simply be doing the same tracks every time, but I'm still getting repeats. I'm like coming off a 2019 game at Bahrain. I go on to the 2021 game and it's Bahrain. I'm going, hey, what? I've just done this, and then I get, my brain just goes, what? No, I'm sure I've just done this, mate, and so yeah, it all gets very confusing indeed. So anyway, so I should be starting 2020 in 2022. That should be finished by about April. So then I'll be starting 20. It's so confusing. 2021 around about April, and then that should be finished hopefully by about September-ish, something like that. September-ish. So we'll either do 2022 or that will be the end of the All Seasons. So next September could be the last All Seasons. I'm not saying it will be, because obviously if things go wrong and the episodes extend into more seasons, it'll go longer than that. But next September could be the end date for the All Seasons. So basically 12 months away. Yes. And that could be the end. Ooh, there'll be tears. There will be 2017. I've looked back on them. 2017, of course, is when I started. June the 4th, June the 6th, something like that. Anyway, so that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Oh my God, I've already been doing them for 4 years. 4 years. Well, it's definitely going to, well, hopefully, if nothing goes wrong, it's definitely going to reach 5 years anyway, definitely. Because I'm not going to be finished before 5 years is gone. But after that, hopefully it'll finish. Like anything in life, eventually it will get to the end. And I will be sad, but also glad that I get to the end. Because one thing I didn't calculate really when I started was how long it would actually take. I thought I'd get it done in I don't know, couple of years tops. I thought it was going to be a long series, but not this long. It has gone on a lot longer. Of course, we had the problems with 2016 when I got sacked by Ferrari. And I had to start again the Renault. I had to do 2 extra seasons on that. So that really, 2 extra seasons, that extends it by about, 20 weeks, I think. So that was a real setback in my plans to getting it finished. But yeah, hopefully we should get it done at some point. Where is everyone? I've no idea. Where is everyone? Well, I'll tell you where someone is right now watching. It's my Russian friend. Hello, sir. He says, hello, Dave. Continue your series until the age of 99. I will, just for you. I will. Yeah, I should be 99 years. Can you imagine that? Hang on. Let me try and go into old man mode, which is not going to be much of a stretch, to be honest. Okay. All seasons at 99 years old. Hello? Hello, how are you? I've forgotten the line. What was it? Oh, you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2049. 2049? Oh, for cock's sake. This week, it's taken me a week to record this because I couldn't be bothered to get out of bed. I'm very, very tired now. Can we please stop this, please? I'm very, very tired. So yeah, there you go. All seasons at 99. Can't wait. Can't wait. You are an F1 legend, 39 years old. Yes, 39 years old and still winning championships. Wowzers. It's time for my immortal line that people seem to like. Wowzers me trousers. There's an old saying that goes around here that says that he never gives up and he never surrenders. Don't you know? Don't you know? But what games could we play? Well, we could play Hide the Sausage. I did used to like that one. You and Toto Wolff, Highlanders Eternals. Yes, that's us. There is only one. There's only one of me. I know that. Definitely. Grandfather Hookster. Oh, God. I'm not that old. I'm not. No, I'm getting there, but I'm not that old. I'm sort of halfway between okay and decrepit. Yeah, I'm in that sort of crossroads section now. Yeah, I'm halfway there, but one side's fighting against the other. I'm okay here, and I'm pretty decrepit here, and we're sort of fighting with each other. Sometimes the decrepit bit gets over with the I'm okay bit, and I'm like for about a week, but then I come back, I bounce back. Yes, so there you go. Anyway, welcome along to the stream, sir. Been one of my longest running supporters, I think. I do remember right back in the day. I was actually looking the other day at one of my virtual race drivers on F1 2015. I completely forgotten how much effort I used to put into those because obviously there was no career mode. So I had to make one up myself, and I was pretty amazed actually at the amount of effort I put in, because I was like, I don't even remember, because I don't know if anyone sort of knows if they do YouTube, but um, you do the video, you upload it, and then that's it. I mean, those videos from 2015, they literally feel like I did them about 20 years ago, even though it was only 6 or 7 years ago. But they just literally feel like I did them an eternity ago, because you make the video so quick that you just move on so quick that you just completely forget about them. And I think the channel's got, oh God, I hate to think. Let's have a look. I hate to think how many. I hate to think how many videos we've actually got now. I had about 1,500 a little while ago. It doesn't actually say on there. I think I'd have to be signed out to have a look. And well, I wonder if I can actually look up myself. F1 Games PlayStation. What a catchy name that was, Dave. Well done. What a catchy name that was. Oh, yes, it does do that if you look for yourself. Here you go. I've got 1,000. God. Got 1,595 videos currently on the channel. Now, of course, some of those are live streams, like the ERL. So that's one video every week is a live stream. But that's still, I think that's still going to be a good 1,200 videos that I've actually made and produced. So, yeah, I didn't actually realize it was that many. 1,595. So there's quite an extensive back catalogue. Now, one of the things I was hoping for that the All Seasons was going to be one of the longest running series on YouTube. But unfortunately, after finding out the other day, I have failed in that journey so far anyway, unless the other person stops, because there is a YouTube channel called Fail Race. He does lots of stuff, mostly GTA 5, but he does lots of stuff, Forza and stuff. He does F1 as well, but not that's not his main focus. But yeah, if anyone knows the F1 channel, the YouTube channel Fail Race, he's actually does a sort of compendium series that people send clips in every Sunday, and he uploads it. And he's been labeling those like right from the beginning, and he's on episode 345. So I'm a little way behind Mr. Fail Race. Unless he stops doing that series, then I might be able to catch up, maybe able to overtake him. But at the moment, yeah, he's on 345 episodes of this series that he's gone. And as far as I know, that's about the longest running sort of regular series that I've seen on YouTube at the moment. I will catch him. Don't worry. But of course, if he's doing one once a week and I'm doing one once a week, and I'm not actually going to catch him, I say, unless he stops. Hopefully he will. What do you think you've improved the most since your early 2016, 2017 videos? Okay, what have I improved the most? The biggest improvement is the audio quality, the microphone quality, because back in those early days, my microphone, I've still got it somewhere. Anyway, it was a horrible. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute, everyone. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a minute. Live and interactive. Oh, here it is. I knew it was about somewhere. Oh. Right, here we go. So yes, one of the biggest things is the microphone quality. This is the microphone I used to use. Don't laugh. This is serious now. This is the microphone I used to use for all my YouTube videos up until I I bought this one, I think 2017, something like that. So yeah, this was the mic I used to use. It's got a lovely little fluffy thing on the top of it. But take that off, and it's not that big. It's not that big. No, it's not that big. Yeah, this. Look at the size of it. Look. Yeah, that was the microphone I used all the way through my early videos. Yeah. Now the trouble with the microphone is it's very, very poppy. So, and if you went too far away from it, you couldn't. The sound didn't come out very well, and if you were too close to it, it popped like crazy. And popping basically is when the sound distorts when you're talking, when you pronounce your p's, and it distorts on the sound, and it's horrible, horrible. I mean, some of those early videos, I wish I could go back and redo them with the proper microphone, but unfortunately, that would just take too much effort, and I can't be bothered. But yeah, I would love to do that. Now, most microphones, like the good ones, they'll either plug in through the USB. This one here plugs in through the USB, or they've got a special connector which plugs into like a mixing desk and whatever. And they are the real professional ones. I haven't got one that's that good, but this one going through the USB is very good indeed. Now this microphone here used to plug in to the microphone socket on the side of your laptop, computer, or whatever you. So you can just imagine how sort of munching of the sound quality is anyway when you're just plugging it straight into the microphone socket on the side of your laptop. It really does kill the quality very much indeed. But I say that was my microphone for all the early videos. And to try and get rid of the popping, I used to put this on, which I'm pretty sure used to muffle it a little bit as well, so it didn't sound good. So yeah, if that was anything that has improved, it's definitely the sound quality. The other thing I think I've improved is the editing, of course, but that's part of the course, because as you go through and you're editing every day, you get better at it, and you find new ways of doing it, and you find ways of being able to do it faster, so you don't sort of spend as much time as you did. So that's what I do with the editing. I like to think the editing is a lot better. Unfortunately, sometimes the editing software has a sort of mini heart attack and doesn't do it properly, because just before I actually render all the videos, I do check through them and they're all fine. But I've noticed sometimes after the video has been completed that there's a few errors in it. But that's nothing to do with me, because according to how I've actually laid it out and it plays all the way through, it's fine. But for some unknown reason, during the editing and during the rendering of the video, it seems to get confused sometimes. I mean, there are a lot of edit cuts, so that may be a reason why it does get confused. But I mean, the real letdown is that the editing software that I use is pretty basic. It's nothing complicated, but I've wanted to go on to something more complicated, but unfortunately the software that I use, I know how to use it sort of 100%. So I really don't want to take the time out to learn something from scratch again, because I've learned this software sort of, and I think I'm pretty good at it now. That's the problem. I would like something more complicated, but I don't want to really spend the time learning it. I've got another software program which I use for a lot of the intros, like the 2019 intro and the 2020 intro. That was using another software program which is a lot more sophisticated, and it's got a lot more special effects on it. But I just use that just for doing like intros, so I get a lot more time to sort of spend messing around with like cuts and that, whatever you. But I'm not actually cutting into sort of making my main video, so I sort of do that on the side. So it's good to learn, but unfortunately I just haven't got the time to sort of learn another software editor right from the start again. It does take quite a while. So there you go. You still shine. Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, I do. Off my head. Oh, we have 4 viewers now. 4 viewers. Fantastic. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Hookster. That gets a special TB mention now for 4 viewers. Wave TB. Wave to your viewers. Yes. Wave to your viewers. Yes. Why not become a member? Because if you join now, you will get a special video message from TB himself. What about that? And it's for the bargain price of 99p a month. I know, TB. It's bargain of the century, isn't it? 99p a month. I tried to do it at 50p, but YouTube wouldn't let me. They said, no, 99p is the lowest we go, mate. So for 99p a month, you get a special message from TB. Fantastic. Yes. So what else have we got? Supermodels keep you in shape. Oh, yes, they do. They do very much indeed keep you in shape. We'll support you always. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It's very nice to hear. The force will be with you always. Yes. It's worse than that, Luke. I am your father. No, that's impossible. Search your feelings, Luke. You know it to be true. Yes, Star Wars fanatic. 10,000 videos are approaching. Oh, God. I hope not. That's a lot of videos, isn't it? 10,000. I'm only on 1,500. Wowzers, me trousers, as I like to say. 10,000. Have you ever think about doing a Gran Turismo series? I have, actually. I have done a few Gran Turismo videos. Yes. First one sort of went well. Second one went right down. I think I was trying to do a lap with the Nürburgring in a van or something like that, trying to do the Top Gear thing. But it did go down quite well. I would like to do some Gran Turismo videos. If there's any sort of F1 cars in the new Gran Turismo, I will be there, because people don't seem to like it when I deviate too much from Formula One. But if I use a game that's got Formula One type cars in it, that seems to get the approval from my wonderful viewers. So yes, I would like to do that on Gran Turismo. I do like Gran Turismo. It's quite possibly my second favourite series after F1. But yeah, I can't really use it too much on the channel because people do complain if I overuse my whatevers for a change. Yeah, I would like to do it for a change. Oh, hello, Mr. Will F1. He says, where is the bear? The bear has been here for ages and ages. In fact, the bear's only just gone off camera for a little lie down. If you'd have been here earlier, like you should have been, because, you know, what's the matter? Don't you see these notifications? What? Excuses. So you would have known the bear was here. But as it's you, Mr. Will F1, you get a special another little wave from TB Bear. There, look, he's waving to Will F1. There you go. Look at this. Yes. Well done. He'll send me about 50 comments now in the comments later. Yeah, he will. Yeah. He does like to spam his comments. So, hello, Mr. Will F1. Welcome from TB. And yes, he is still naked. So naked. Oh. I just want to eat him. You big, bad, beautiful bear. Sexy bear. All right, go back over there. It's Mr. Willie F1 now as well. I can't tell the difference. I think they're both the same person, aren't they? I don't know. Hello, you grumpy old git. That's me. Hello, yes. Welcome to the... I should rename that, shouldn't I? From Hookster Talks to the grumpy old git. Yes. The grumpy old git live. Why don't you send Mr. Rules an email so you can talk the series you're starting to plan to finish? Yes. I thought that was just amusing. Especially now. I mean, is that even English? But even more so if you consider that Mr. Luton Rules is now a writer for The Race, which is a, I don't know, online website thingy. Yes. So he actually writes for The Race, and yet he said that at some point. Yeah, the series that you're starting to plan to finish. It just doesn't make any sense, does it? How can you start to plan to finish? No, it makes no sense. TB doesn't get it, do you, TB? No. Little naked TB bear. Yes, that's him. Look, he's only a foot high. He's just a little bear. Just a little bear. Where you going? Where you going, TB? TB! Oh my God, my bear's gone crazy. My bear's gone crazy. What's he doing now? TB! TB! Behave yourself, TB. Behave yourself. No, no, get off my head. Get off my head. No, look, don't do that. Ow, 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 ow. Be good. Sit like that then. Be good. Thank you. TB Bear Supermodel. Where is that Cockney Dave F1 Race Stars series? It's on its way. I'm making it as I speak. Well, I would be if I actually had F1 Race Stars, which I haven't. I haven't got that game. I've got a demo of it, but I haven't actually got the game. No. What was that on? Oh, PS3, wasn't it? Yeah, PS3. No, I haven't got F1 Race Stars. I played the demo, and I was like, next, next, please, next. Moving on. But yeah, you think that would be a hit, do you? The Cockney Dave does F1 Race Stars. Would it be a hit? Would it? I don't know. Cockney Dave, don't forget, did Crash Team Racing, and that was a hit for the first episode, and then it just died. I've never seen a series die so quickly, actually, as Cockney Dave does Crash Team Racing. The first episode was brilliant. So many views. I went, oh my God, I've got to do an episode. So I very quickly did an episode 2. But my cameras went wobbly for a minute there. But no, it died completely. So there was no episode 3. And do you know what the really annoying thing about that was? Not only did I record episode 3, I recorded episode 4, 5, and 6 as well. But I threw them all in the bin. Sometimes your creative effort goes in the bin. Yes, and that's exactly what happened. I put the other, whatever it was, 4 episodes in the bin. No more. Cockney Dave was gone. Poor Cockney. He's never recovered from that, He thought he was going to be an international superstar after the first episode, but wasn't to be. But you get that a lot on YouTube. First episode always does fantastic because it's something new, it's something fresh, and that's what people want. And they want to see something new and fresh, and they're like, yes, it was. And then the second episode comes out, and it's pretty similar to the first, because there's not really, if you're doing a series, there's not really a lot you can add to it. If you've started a series, there's not really a lot. So the second episode is going to be pretty similar to the first, isn't it? Really. So, but then only half the people watch it now, and it's like, it was exciting, but can't be bothered now. Will F1 says wowzers. Yes, wowzers, bloody TB. Free TB. Yeah, that's what we want. Free TB. Everyone should have free TB on the NHS. That's what I say. What does "you're a sponge" mean? It's basically referring to someone's brain being a sponge, which means basically all the water that it soaks up just comes straight back out again, which is basically what some people are like. It doesn't matter what you say to them. It's like the old saying, it goes in one ear and out the other. There's no actual barrier in the middle where it stops and they sort of remember and digest the information. It just goes straight in one ear and out the other. Yes, that's what being a sponge is. Yes. The moaning Yorkshireman. Dave's had it again. Look, shh. Don't talk about Josh, okay? He's had a very, very bad couple of weeks. His poor little broken toy car broke down, didn't it? Oh my God! And it's cost him mega bucks. And then Green Flag lost it for about a fortnight. I don't know what they did. They probably joyriding it around France, I expect. Who knows what they did with it for about a fortnight. And so it was just total calamity for poor Josh. And then of course this whole week he's been really sick, really sick. You probably didn't notice it in the video, but he has been bad. He was doing our league on Monday, and he did sound bad. Yes, it's all right though. It wasn't the thing that begins with C. No, it was just a very bad cold, which is apparently going around the UK at the moment. So yeah, so he's had a bit of a mon Dieu kind of couple of weeks. As old Josh lost his car and got sick at the same time. Not good, not good at all. Seeing you racing on GTA 5 would be fun, with comments as well, of course. Yes, I do like GTA 5. Yes, so I'd like to have a few races on there. I think I've done that before. I think there's a few videos of me on GTA 5. Maybe not on this channel, but maybe on my second channel, F1 Games PlayStation Extra. Yes, 79 subscribers, don't you know? 79 subscribers. Yes, almost as big as Arava. Not quite, but almost as big. Yeah, I don't actually upload on there anymore because unfortunately you can't monetize the channel, so you don't make any sort of pennies on it. So I don't actually upload there anymore. But I used to put all the league races on there. So but now I just leave it all and I bring it all together onto the main channel. But the reserve channel is still there, and occasionally, very occasionally, I do upload a video. So I expect my 79 subscribers, who are probably all fast asleep now, just waiting for my channel to be refreshed, and suddenly I upload a video and they're probably like, what's this, a video on this channel? Surely not, it's been 4 bloody years. And they get well surprised. Yeah, so I do like to sneak one in round the back now and again. Yes, just to confuse them entirely, and it seems to work. Yes, this may be KD. It's not, is it? Well, I didn't work that out at all. No, because I'm a sponge, in one ear, out the other. I know it's you. I know it's you. I am quite intelligent, really, despite what people say. Started to plan to finish. Well done, Mr. Rules. Yeah, I thought it was pretty excellent. From, don't forget, everyone, a writer on the race. Go check out the website, and there'll be lots of articles from Mr. Rules. Yes, a writer on the race who likes to start to plan to finish. I haven't actually spoken to Mr. Rules for quite a long time now, not even in direct messages or anything. I have sent him a few direct messages because that's what I do. But unfortunately, I have had no reply. So I am of the opinion now that he is just too big now for Dave, and so he just completely ignores me because I'm not a big enough sort of channel, and I don't write for the race. So as far as he's concerned, I'm not worthy of his time and effort of actually replying to any message that I send him. So it may all be over between me and Mr. PS Luton Rules, unfortunately. But don't worry, next time he uploads a video, I'll be there. But looking at that, it could be about another 6 months because he's really sort of downturned his channel, unfortunately. No, unfortunately, because of course he's got a proper job, so he hasn't got time to do it. But I think his videos on his channel now are going to be pretty diminished. He hasn't had one there for a few months, and I think it will probably be a few months before he starts up again. Of course, now YouTube is only what he can do in his spare time. And of course, if he's working all day, he hasn't got much spare time left. So, the videos are going to be very few and infrequent. Down with Luton Rules. Yes. I always wondered for years what actually meant, PS Luton Rules. I thought it was, something absolutely superb until he actually revealed what it meant. And I was like, really? Really? Yeah, it means PlayStation. PS Luton Rules. PlayStation. That's what it means. I was so disappointed when I found out. I'll tell you, I was so disappointed. I was expecting it to be something sensational like Tiamat Marduk. But no, that was all it meant. PlayStation. Wow. Long live Dave. Well, let's hope so. At least until I finish all seasons anyway. And then the moment I've finished it, I can get on my phone and book up me reservation in my retirement home. Yeah, I'll book. I'll send a message to the nurse and say, "Nursey, okay, I've finished now. Yes, I'm ready for you, Nursey. Yes. Oh, do I get bed baths in this hotel of yours? Oh, I do. Oh, that's nice. I'll be there, Nursey. Don't worry, I'll be there." And so, yeah, hopefully I should be around for a few more years yet and not approaching the retirement home yet either, even though lots of people keep saying that I am approaching the retirement home. I'm not that old. I'm not that I'm the same age as Jason Statham. Can you believe that? No, probably not. But yeah, it's true. I am the same age as Jason Statham. I am the same age as Richard Hammond, the hamster. Same age as me. How do I know this? Because I've checked. Oh, oh, my camera froze then for a minute. Did anyone see that? That was exciting. I had a frozen camera. I was frozen in time. But yes, I am the same age as Richard Hammond. Yes, indeed. Not bad, eh? Okay, let's check these comments because they're scrolling up a little bit quickly. Mr. Rules. Feckin' hell, Dave. I quite agree with you. You get 3 viewers as is, so get on with it. All right, all right, all right. I'll tell you what, back in my prime, sir, last week, I had 12 viewers at one point. 12 viewers. Doesn't take long for that to tail off, does it? Everyone's like, oh God, it's him again. It's him again. Hi, Charlene, what? Can you sleep? You can't? Put on F1 Games PlayStation. Out like a light. 5 minutes, guaranteed. Yeah, you will. Guaranteed you'll be out like a light in 5 minutes. You got it on? Good. Night, night. Dave, do you have another message for Mr. Biblical Scenes Over? I do. Yes, I do have another message for Biblical Scenes Over. I'd just like to say, hello, sir. And I do enjoy your Formula One content and your My Team career modes. I never miss an episode. I am a subscriber to your channel because I feel that I'm sort of worthy. I'm not quite sure if I am or not, but I feel I'm sort of worthy to be a subscriber to your channel. And I say I absolutely love your My Team videos. I never miss an episode. As soon as it comes up in my notification box, I am there. I am there straight away, watching the next exciting installment of the My Team career mode. I also love how you sort of adjust difficulty if it gets a little bit too bad, so you get more points. And no, that's not what happens at all. That's not what happens at all. No, and wonderful. Well done. Well done. Well done. Nice one. Now, I just thought of it as a 1 or 2 episode thing in case you need something to fill the time. That's how I thought it. Yeah, I might have to go back to doing the little 10-minute videos if it doesn't get much better. If it starts to tail off much more, I shall have to go back to the 10-minute videos, pre-recorded. Like everything in life, once you've done it once or twice, you don't want to do it anymore. I've had the same cold as him. Oh, you had? Yeah, I think everybody has. I mean, everyone I've spoken to over the past week has been like, "No, sick." You know why that is? Because last year, of course, we were in lockdown and everyone was wearing masks. So, of course, the cold virus wasn't able to infect us. But now, this year, the cold has said, well, F you, COVID. I'm fed up with you getting all the attention and all the news. So it's time for me to fight back because I am the original virus and I'm a lot better than you, COVID, because I don't kill people. No, I don't kill. I just make them sick for a week and then they begin to appreciate their lives a lot more. Have you noticed that? Seriously, after you've had a cold and you start to feel better, have you noticed how much you sort of appreciate life a lot more? Have you noticed that? Is it just me or is that normal? You just everything seems to be a lot more wonderful once you've recovered. It's like, oh, Look, there's the sun in the sky. There's a sunset. I've never seen one of those before till I got a cold, and then it might just be me, but I just, everything just seems absolutely wonderful straight after I've recovered. It's like, yeah. Okay, moving on. Tiamat Marduk, Tiamat Marduk, Tiamat Marduk. Yes, I love Benjamin Daly. I wonder if he's going to put another shrimp on the barbie. I wonder what Mr. Rules would think about TB. I've no idea because unfortunately he won't talk to me anymore, as I said. So maybe he might secretly be one of my 3 viewers that is watching right now. So if he is, we could have a special message to Mr. Luton Rules, and that is, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Even though I was the sole person that made you the superstar that you are today, and yes, everyone, it was me. In case anyone doesn't remember, he had a I'm going to rant now. I'm going to bloody rant. Put you down, TB. In case anyone doesn't remember, he had a series on YouTube called the Reverse Grid Championship. Yes, and unfortunately, the PlayStation that he recorded it on broke, and he cried for weeks because he wasn't being able to record any more of these episodes because he recorded them on a PlayStation 3, which was backwards compatible with a PS2. He didn't have I think he had a PS2, but he had no way of recording off of it. And it was me that sent him a direct message with a solution to his problem. Yes, a solution. Now, don't forget, this was one of his most popular series, the Reverse Grid Championship. I came up with a solution to his problem. Yes, and the next week he started uploading the Reverse Grid series again. Yes, and that was all down to me. Did I get any thanks? No. Did I get anything at all? Not a bloody sausage. No, nothing at all. No, even though I was the one that got him back on the map again. I can't even say it. Back on the map again with his videos. No thanks. No, nothing at all. Unbelievable. So I was the one that got him back notice again, and then I'm getting messages. Go away. And then I got him back notice again, and then that was at a time when all his subscribers were starting to come to him. So I think he's got about 6,000 subscribers. All those subscribers were as a result of me sending him one message to get him back on track with his reverse, because he had nothing without that series. No, he was doing crappy old Minardi career modes on the old Grand Prix manager game or something. I mean, no one was noticing that, were they? Can't roll with that, mate. Stewart Grand Prix career, or something like that anyway. So he was getting no views for that. So all he had was that Reverse Grid Championship, which was really, really good. I have to admit, it was a very good series. But I was the one that brought it back into the limelight, and I didn't get any thanks whatsoever. So thank you. Thank you very much. Richard Hammond was born in December 1969. There you go. I was born in April 1969. So, all right, it'll be a couple of months, but then we'll be the same age. We're all in the same year. That's, 52. Jeremy Clarkson, April 1960. Yes, he's very old. Very old. Oh, my God. I saw him during lockdown when we had all the long hair. He did look bad. Really, seriously bad. Oh, not good at all. Old Jezza. But he does look very old now. I'm surprised he can even drive a car, to be honest, these days without I'm sure the old DVLA is probably making sure he gets quite a few tests in these times because, I mean, let's be honest, he's an old age pensioner now, isn't he? He's got to be at that age, surely. Well, he has to be. 1960. Let's work out the maths, Dave. 60, 70, 80, 90, 2000, 2010. Yeah, 2010 he was 60. 2020 he was 70, so he's 71 years old. He's definitely an old age pensioner, and they still let him drive a car and a tractor and stuff like that. It's unbelievable. I wouldn't put him in charge of a toaster. Bloody hell. Started to plan to finish. Superb. I meant the race stars thing being a 1-2 episode thing. Maybe. I'll see. Possibly doing that around about Christmas will be sort of the opportunity there. I'll see how much it is. I mean, it was going for quite an expensive price on the store, but I might be able to get it off eBay for 99p. I get most games off eBay for 99p, so if I can get a disc copy, I'll see how we go. Might do a 2-episode thing over Christmas. That'll be worth doing, I think, with old Cockney bringing back. Hello, Mr. Jupiter. He says, bad news. Nikita Marzi spin got signed for next year. Oh, no. Oh, no. Himan Yuki Tsunoda. What is going on? Are there not enough good drivers in the world that they have to just keep employing the bad ones? Or the ones with dirty cash? That's not good news, is it? I mean, what has he done? I would say he hasn't been as bad as everyone predicted he would be. He definitely hasn't been as bad. But what has he done? Absolutely nothing. He hasn't done anything, but he hasn't sort of been as bad as everyone thought he would be. But he hasn't been good. He hasn't been even... If you're talking about Formula One drivers, he's sort of there, isn't he? And then you've got the midfielders in there, and then you've got Lulu up there, and the midfielders down there. But I mean, he's definitely down there, isn't he? Definitely down there. Yeah, he's done nothing, absolutely nothing in that Haas. To be fair, neither has Mick Schumacher, because it's, it is a crap car, as they've admitted. They've done zero development on it. They just thought, now we'll start on next year's car and just leave this one. So I think it's still the 2020 car, isn't it? But they haven't touched it. You never hear any developments going on the Haas car, do you? No, they just can't be bothered. They just want to get this year out of the way so they can move on to the next. But he still hasn't done a thing. Not a thing in that car. He argues with Mick Schumacher and calls him names and says he shouldn't be in F1 and stuff like that. I mean, that's just silly schoolyard humour, isn't it? But then that's him all over, as we saw with his Instagram posts. So that's just what he's like. Little rich kid trying to be a big man in Formula One and failing miserably. But there you go. He's back for another year. So good luck to him. That's what I say. Good luck to him. I'm pretty sure after next year he won't still be in Formula One. No. There you go. In my opinion, he should not be retained. No, I don't think he should either. But there you go. Cash is king for Haas. Where is the bear? The bear is here. Yes, he's just been off camera now, looking at his naughty websites again, because he does look at some naughty websites. What's that one you like the most, TB? The Bear Essentials. Okay, I can only imagine what that's all about, can't we, TB? Eh? We can only imagine what that's all about. Stop doing that now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. All right, don't stop it. Yeah, all right, keep going. Okay. Just wait until Marzi Daddy buys the team. Exactly. It's Mr. Dominic Orlando. He's from Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, how we love you so. We love how you're the... Will you stop pinging me? Whoever it is. We love how you're the bitch of the USA. They are really, aren't they? Canada. Poor Canada. I do feel sorry for them. They need to break away and be independent. They don't need the assistance of the USA. They are a state of their own. Well, They're in a bit of a state, so I hear, but they are a state and an independent nation, and they should stand up, be proud, and be free. They don't need to be binded in the shackles of the USA anymore. Stand up for yourselves, Canada. Stand up for yourselves. That's what I say. We love you, Canada. Yes. Tell you what I used to like from Canada was the X-Files. Yeah, they used to film that in Canada. Vancouver. Vancouver. Yes. I used to love the X-Files. And then they went and moved to the Los Angeles. They switched the filming to the Los Angeles, and the show just looked completely different because it wasn't all grimy and grainy like it was in Canada. Not that Canada's grimy and grainy, but you get my point. I just preferred it when they did the X-Files in Vancouver. Lot of TV shows are filmed in Canada, though, aren't they? All those bloody CW shows, you know, The Flash. That's filmed in Canada, isn't it, TB? Yeah, TB likes The Flash. And Arrow. Of course, that's not on anymore because that's finished, but that was filmed in Canada. Oh, Canada. And of course, that other one, Legends of Last Week. Legends of Last Week, is that what they call it? I don't know. Legends of Last Week. That's filmed in Canada. Yeah. You know why? Because it's cheaper. Canada's cheaper to make TV than it is in America. Yes, it is. We all know it is because Canada loves to welcome all people of America. Yes, in fact, all people, everyone. Oh, you big sexy bear. Oh, give me some candy. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that's better. TB's happy and so am I. Whoa, what the hell did I walk into? Just the usual Hookster Talks, Mr. Dominic Orlando. Just the usual Hookster Talks with TB the bear. Yes, nothing unusual. He's at it with the bear again. Down with the maple syrup. We are truly USA's bitch. Yeah, I know you are. I know you are. And it's such a shame. I also find it a shame that the Simpsons actually, when they can, take the piss out of Canada quite a lot. Yeah, quite a lot. The Simpsons do. I think the Simpsons should shut up, to be honest, because oh my god, how far downhill could the Simpsons go these days, TB? How hard downhill could they go? It's just oh my god. I used to love the Simpsons. Season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5, season 6. Oh yes, all absolute classics. Season 32, nah. You can fucking forget that, mate. Fucking forget that. There's just now the thing about the Simpsons is, I mean, it was never laugh out loud funny, but you know, every now and again you get a chuckle from it. I always remember the famous episode where Homer was singing the tub thumping song. If anyone remembers that from the 90s. I get knocked down, I get back up again. Do you remember that one? Yeah. Da, 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 da. And then Homer, he was in his kitchen and he was going, I can't even remember the words now. Bloody hell, this is going to be great on live TV. I've forgotten the words. He says, I get knocked down, I get back up again, and when I need to pee, I use the kitchen sink, or something like that. Anyway, it was just, and I just pissed myself laughing. Yeah, I just pissed myself laughing at that because that was funny. That was funny. Yeah, and he was doing it to the tub thumping song. If anyone hasn't heard the tub thumping song, go check it out on YouTube. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I get knocked down, I get back up again. Da, 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 da. Anyway, so yeah, it's unfortunate about Canada. You need to stand up, and remove yourselves from the yoke and the oppression of the USA, because you don't want the USA to bring you down, really, do you? Do you want the USA to bring you down? Do they? Do they? I mean, look who's in charge of it now. I mean, that Biden, dodgy, very dodgy. No, you don't want it. Become an independent nation. Become the United Kingdom of Canada. There you go. In fact, I say to you now, all Canadians, come and join the UK, because basically we're pretty ballsed up right now, the UK. Yeah, we used to own everything. Yeah, the whole of the world we used to own, but somehow along the line we've lost it all. How did that happen, TB? We've just sort of, I don't know, given it away or given it back or done something. I don't even know why it's called the United Kingdom anymore, because there's not much united about it whatsoever. Is there? No, no. Apart from the fact that it's Wales, Scotland, and England, that's the only united bit. I mean, everything we owned, we've lost. We've lost. We used to be the supreme police force of the world, didn't we? Do you remember that? Yeah, we used to enjoy policing the world, but now we've just nothing. And to top it off, we've left Europe as well. So now we're like the black sheep of the family. We're like the one that nobody wants to talk to. You know, the family member. When you get to a big family get together, there's always one family member that nobody really wants to talk to because they may be a little bit odd, a little bit odd. So they sit in the corner while everyone else is laughing away. "Ah!" And they're just sitting there, sort of. Nobody talks to them. Nobody talks to them anymore, and that's basically what the UK is like right now. Nobody wants to talk to us. Nobody wants to be our friend. Everyone's just deserting us. We've got no food. No, there's no food in the UK. No, no, because you know why? Because all the lorry drivers that used to drive over to England before Brexit, now Brexit has happened, it's so complicated to get into this country now that they can't be bothered. So there's like 3,000 lorry drivers that just got up and left. And do you know how they're enticing them back? To actually drive vehicles, giving them 1,500 quid in their back pockets. 1,500 quid in their back pockets if they'll drive a truck in the UK. How stupid is that? I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Our Prime Minister is a complete and utter twonk. Yes. Hello, Boris Johnson. If you're actually watching, I know you enjoy the Hookster Talks live. Yes, I am a member of England. Yes, just like you are. Yes, a member of England. I just like to say, well done for being an absolute womble. I nearly said something else then, but I've got to be careful because the video is monetized. Being an absolute womble this year during the pandemic. Yes. I'll tell you what, you're no Winston Churchill, are you? Let's face it. Let's face it. You're no Winston Churchill. But yes, you've just been a complete and utter disaster. So thank you for that. And well done. And hello to Carrie. Hope the baby's going okay. Hope the baby's going okay. Yeah. He does enjoy Hookster Talks, does Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister. And so, yeah, everyone has just deserted us. So we have to give out bungs now for people to actually work in the UK. 1,500 quid bungs to drivers to work in the UK. I mean, it's just ridiculous. There's no food on the supermarket shelves, and they reckon Christmas is going to be pretty much cancelled because there's going to be no turkeys, because apparently there's a shortage of carbon dioxide. There's a shortage of carbon dioxide. I'm not quite sure, TB, but isn't that fucking oxygen? I'm sure that's just oxygen. How can there be a shortage of oxygen? I don't get it. Somebody help me. Why is there a shortage of oxygen? Couldn't they have planned for this? Surely they could have seen this in advance. Oh, yeah, well, this year we're going to run out of oxygen. What else could go wrong in the world over the last 3 years? What else could go wrong? We've had that bloody thing that begins with C. We've had Brexit. We've had riots. We've had everything that could happen in the whole of the world. And now, to top it all off, we've run out of chuffing oxygen. How can you run out of chuffing oxygen? I don't get it. I don't understand. What is happening in the world right now? What is happening in the world in a place where you can run out of oxygen? Yes, because apparently, that was a joke, by the way. I'm just going to put this in perspective. They pump CO2 into like packaged meat. So if you get like your Sunday roast, yeah, the actual gap on the inside of the roast, which is when it's in a packet, that's actually filled with CO2, which is basically oxygen. They fill that up, and it acts as a preservative. Okay, now this comes in big bottles, yeah, and is manufactured. And apparently, we're very low on CO2, very low. So there might not be any turkeys or joints of meat for Christmas because of this. And apparently, they also use the CO2 in stun guns, which they use to kill the animals with in the abattoirs. The stun guns. That's driven by CO2, and so they can't kill any of the animals because they haven't got enough oxygen to run the stun guns. Apparently, I mean, anyone would thought this was 1930s Victorian Britain, but no, it's 2021. Everyone, yeah, there's no food in the supermarkets. We've got no oxygen, yeah, and the sea thing's still quite prevalent as well. Yeah, nobody likes us. We don't own anything anymore. So I think personally, on a message to everyone out there, this is the best time to come to England. It really is, because you will see straight away what a great place England really is if you come and join us right now. Because we've got well, we haven't actually got everything. We haven't got any food, but if you're not worried about food in the country at all, then come to England, because this is definitely the place to be in 2021. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Come on, Boris Johnson, tell us all your absolutely suspended scientific advice, along with the ultimate Chris Whitty. Yes, we need some more scientific advice. Yes. What do we do now, Mr. Boris Johnson? What do we do? And can we have some advice, please, on how we actually got to the situation where we run out of oxygen? And of course, hang on, I forgot the other crisis, which is the gas and electricity at the moment, because there's no gas and there's no electricity. Well, there is, but we forgot to store it last year because everyone was using it because they were at home. Everyone was using it because they were at home. And so we didn't think to ourselves, well, next year we're going to need some gas. So let's store some up so we'll be okay. No, we didn't think of that. We just thought, oh, it's all right, mate. Let's just use up the gas. Yeah. Oh, a little bit cold. Let's just turn up the heating to gas mark 44 million. Yeah, we don't care. Who cares? Yeah, let's turn up the gas. So now, do you know how much gas in reserve we have got? 9%. The whole of the UK has got a gas reserve of 9%. Yeah, that's because we've got these massive storage tanks that we store it all, and it's at 9%. It's just crazy. So because of that, unfortunately, everyone in the UK, their gas and electric prices are going to skyrocket, absolutely skyrocket. Now, also because of that, everyone who got done in during the pandemic had to go on to a thing called universal credit, which is basically a support for your income if you haven't got an income anymore. And they were getting a £20 extra a week because of COVID. Well, in next month that stops, so they're going to lose £80 a month. Okay, plus the gas and electric is going to skyrocket, and it really is going to skyrocket, everyone. So I would suggest you just turn everything off right now. Okay, because as soon as that comes into force on the 1st of October, all your bills are going to just go to the stratosphere. Hopefully, they do reckon it will calm down a little bit towards sort of the middle of next year, and hopefully the prices will come. But at the moment, it's just ridiculous. So in the UK right now, we have this perfect storm, as they like to call it, of everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and everything that could have been planned for and avoided hasn't been done. So well done, Mr. Boris Johnson. Your department is just superb, absolutely superb. Really is, really is. Unbelievable. Yeah. So there's no food, there's no gas, there's no electric. All we need to lose now is the water, and we will be pucker in the UK right now. I just find it absolutely ridiculous that none of this was planned for. And it's 2021, for God's sake, not 1930s. I could understand it if it was the 1930s. I could understand it was the 1960s, even the 1970s. Yes, but not in 2021. You just cannot be serious. You really can't. So yes, unfortunately, everyone in the UK is going to have quite a bleak winter. So just be prepared for that. And if you can, switch off your electric, because they won't admit it, but we have only just got enough electricity to get us through the winter. And if anything goes wrong, if we lose a major substation or something like that in some areas of the country, we're going to be in real trouble. So if you can, do your bit for the electric. And if you walk out of a room, make sure you turn the light off, because just if everyone did that, if everyone did that together, they'd save a huge amount in the electricity, which is going to be stretched to breaking point as we go into winter. And of course, everyone's using more electricity to charge their bloody electric cars up, for one thing. Oh yeah, we forgot about that, didn't we? Yeah. And the government also said we're going to ban diesel and petrol cars from 2030. Yes, we're going to ban them. Yes, there'll be no more after that. Well, they haven't thought of anything that's going to replace them with, though. No, apart from electric cars. That's the future. We'll use electric cars. Yeah, because then everyone can sit in their roads and plug in all their electric cars and use even more electricity, which we haven't got. No. Great idea, Prime Minister. Great idea. This is really turning into a right old rant now, isn't it? Yes. I'm quite sure the government's going to cut me off any minute now, or maybe YouTube will. So I'd just like to say thank you to Mr. Boris Johnson, and I just also like to say that at this moment in time, I am proud to be British. I really am proud to be British. And as I say, if you want to experience all the highs of England right now, then please, everyone, come to this country, because you will see just how really great it is right now. Oh dear. Shortage of oxygen. Yeah, that's right, Will. Yeah, there's a shortage of oxygen. Do you shop online or go out to shop? I shop online, Matthew D'Souza. I shop online. Yes, 100%. I never go outside the door. No, never go outside the door. No, in fact, my door is actually bolted, locked, and it's got planks of wood over the front back of it, so I can't actually get out. No. So if there's a fire, I will actually die, but I don't care. As long as I don't have to go outside, I'm fine. Oh, dear. What is happening in the world? Dave Hook is showing off a teddy bear that is 100% completely naked. Yeah, that's not good either. Yeah, that needs to stop right now. The teddy bear naked. No more from that, please. We are low on everything, including intelligence. Yeah, I agree with you there, Willie F1. We are definitely low on intelligence. It's just crazy. It really is. It's just crazy. I remember in 2019, just before COVID came along. In fact, I was just reading the reports from China about, they've got a couple of cases, and I was thinking, oh yeah, well, that'll blow over. And I was thinking back then what the world was like. I mean, we were basically full of our own piss and importance. Everything was like really important. And if you look at it now, it was absolutely nothing. It really was absolutely nothing compared to what's happened in the last 2 years. It's really nothing has compared to what has happened to people losing their lives, to people who are. I know there's a lot of people out there right now who are in a really poor mental health state, and I understand that completely. There's a lot of people out there who are really in a poor mental health state, and the whole world seems to have imploded in these last 2 years. It really has. But don't worry, everyone. Okay, things will improve. So I don't want to start putting negative messages out there. I don't want to become some kind of doom and gloom merchant. Okay, these things always happen in life. You will go through good times, you will go through bad times, you will go through very, very difficult times, but through it all, at some point, things will improve. So if you're pretty down right now and thinking that this is really not what I expected life to be, just take heart and realize that at some point things will improve. I don't know to what level they will improve, but they will definitely improve. I say I don't want to come across as a doom and gloom merchant and say, oh, the world's going to blow up next week. I'm pretty sure the world won't blow up next week. I'm pretty sure it will still be here in about 4 million years. Whether we will be is another matter, but if we're not here, that will basically be because of our own fault and no one else's. Yes, but the planet will still be here for loads and loads of years yet. So yeah, so if you're feeling down, just remember things will improve at some point. We're just going through a rough patch, and we've had lots of rough patches all through history and life, so it will improve. So don't put yourself in the down. And if you're feeling pretty blue right now, just remember, at some point things will improve. Electric cars are just a stopgap. Yes, they are just a stopgap. Yep, just so people can still go out, go to work, do their shopping and what have you, and continue as a sort of normal life, even though it's it's not going to be normal in 20 years time, is it, when there's no cars, only electric ones? And then of course we're going to have problems with very low rates of electricity, so there's going to be additional problems there. Who knows? What are the main differences between the 80s and 90s and the 2000s? Just asking as someone who never experienced it. Well, personally, I love the 80s. I really did. The 90s, not so much. The 90s sort of car crashed into the. If anyone's seen the second Matrix film where the two lorries collide into each other, I think it was the second film, Matrix. What was that called? Reloaded. Something like anyway. When the two lorries collided into each other and they just sort of collapsed like crisp packets into each other like that. That's how I felt the 90s were. I think the 90s just sort of collided into the back of the 80s. Yeah, and didn't sort of we only sort of got half a decade out of the 90s because by the time they sort of sorted all the rubble out, it was going into the noughties. So that's how I feel about the 90s. But the 80s for me was just a wonderful time. I mean, there was none of this snowflake attitude that we've got now. I mean, a lot of people would disagree with that and say, that now is the better time. I don't agree with that whatsoever. I just think we've gone way, way too far on trying to protect people's feelings, way, way, way too much, and their senses, their sensibilities, and of course their genders as well. I just think it's gone to ridiculous levels now. And throughout life, you are never going to go through life without upsetting someone. That is a given. That is a given. So if that happens, yeah, just apologize and move on. You don't have to start making all these mandates. I mean, I'm especially annoyed right now at these genders because I do quite a lot of surveys, and every single survey now it says, what gender do you identify as? And there's like a list of about 8 different genders. And that to me is ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. You can do whatever you want to your body. You can call yourself whatever you want. I haven't got a problem with that whatsoever. But if you were born male, it should say male on your birth certificate. If you were born female, it should say female on your birth certificate. If you're a female and you want to become a male, I haven't got a problem with that. And in the reverse of that as well, I haven't got a problem. Fine. It's your choice, and everyone's got that choice. But your birth certificate should be your personal identity, and it should say what your natural birth was. Because I think I've mentioned this before. In about 100 years, if this continues, we are going to be in a right pickle because no one is going to know who is female, who is male, who is whatever. It's just going to be a complete and utter mess. So it needs to stop. It needs to stop. This gender identity needs to stop. And we need to go back to how it was before, female, male. And then after you've sorted that out, you can do to yourself, call yourself whatever. I'm fine with that. But you have to have your naturalized sexuality on that birth certificate. Otherwise, we're going to be in real trouble. Real trouble. So the 80s, as far as I know, were pretty good. It was weird though because unemployment was very, very high and there wasn't really that much money around. But it was just, I don't know. It was just for me. It was just such a magical time. I think it was because I was in what you call my prime years, so that was probably why it was more magical to me. But yeah, I just love the 80s. The 90s, as I say, came along and sort of car crashed into the 80s. Then the noughties came along, and the noughties wasn't too bad. In fact, there was quite a resurgence. A lot of people sort of said that it was sort of the 80s part two was the noughties. A lot of music came to the forefront, and things were looking pretty good for that decade. So it wasn't too bad, I don't think, the noughties. Then, of course, the 2010s came along, and yeah, that's when sort of things started to go a little bit wrong, I do believe. Yes. And now, of course, we've got the situation where we've got today, where it's just completely gone in reverse, where you can't say anything without offending someone. If you made remarks 5 years ago, 10 years ago, in fact, on something like Twitter or what have you, people will call you out on it and they'll start reposting stuff that you've said like 10 years ago. I mean, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? If you said it 10 years ago, it's not really that relevant to the person that you are today, is it? Unless, of course, those comments were really bad. If they were, then fair enough. But if it was just a stupid comment that you were making when you were a lot younger, I don't see the relevance why you should persecute someone today for something that they said 10 years ago. Really don't. Otherwise, eventually that would get out of hand as well, and we could be in real trouble. So there's lots of perfect storms that are brewing up in the world right now which need to be addressed, and they're not being addressed. Nothing's being done. We're just basically drifting at the moment, like driftwood through life. There's no sort of cohesive purpose that seems to be going on right now, and that needs to change. And next week, when I am Prime Minister, those things will change. I guarantee you. Don't start Will and Josh off with that. To produce the batteries, we have to harvest lithium out of the Earth's core. That's quite true. We do. In 2030, the UK will be nowhere near ready for all these charging points. After 10 years, the batteries are dead. They are. Yeah. Electric is not the future, it's a stopgap. Hello, Mr. Scott Barnes. Yes, thank you, sir. I am very well indeed. Thank you. And so there you go, everyone. Now, if you could all, as you're all here, if you could all do me a big favour, leave your predictions for the race on Sunday. But if you could do me a solid and leave it actually in the comments, you can't do it until I stop streaming. But if you could leave it in the comments, because it's just easier to find than having to go through this top chat stream of your top 3 predictions. It's a little bit difficult because I have to keep fast forwarding through the video to find the comments. So if you could leave it after the stream's finished in the usual YouTube comments, your top 3 predictions for Sochi, that would be most appreciated, and I will read some of them out on the next video to see if anyone got them right or not. Yes, fantastic. Yes, so it's Sochi, very, very wet. I don't even know if the race is going to go ahead. Hopefully it will, but who knows? Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now because we've been going for 1 hour and 34 minutes. So I'd like to say thank you very much. You've been awesome as always. And let's, as always, thank you the people in the stream. We had Matthew D'Souza. We had my Russian friend, whose name I still can't pronounce. So sorry, sir. We had Will F1. We had Willie F1. And who else did we have? We had Mr. Jupiter. Thank you, sir. And of course, we had Dominic Orlando as well. And I think he was the last one. No, of course, we had Scott Barnes right at the end there. So thank you very much to everyone that has watched Hookster Talks. I hope this was quite informative. Hope so anyway. And you took away a little bit of actual facts. I'm not sure if you did or not, but there you go. Don't forget, everyone, as I said earlier, and I want to reiterate this to everyone who is not doing very well mentally at the moment. Don't forget what I said. This is just a phase that we're going through, and it happens all the time through life. You get good times, bad times. So don't get yourself down about it. Just remember that at some point in the future, things will look better, and we'll actually look back at these days, and it'll be something to tell our children or what have you about when it was 2019 and we all had to go around wearing masks so we didn't catch COVID. And then the kids will be like, do what? Why do you have to do that then? You can imagine it, can't you? They'll be all over that. They'll be all over that. So yeah, that's what we'll have to do in the future. So in the future, things are going to improve. Guaranteed, from Hookster and TB. Yes. TB. So we get a last wave from TV. Thank you. So I'd like to say thank you, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and I will catch you for the next video. Thank you and good night.